Yeah, welcome back. I will drink my tea. I get into it, I having me say I drink too much tea. I will drink the tea. It's very cold in here. Last weekend, renowned fashion designer Lanre Da Silva, Jare, was a guest on the television show where she talked about Nigeria's growing fashion industry. She said fashion is the next big thing, and it is the way forward for the Nigerian economy and should be more invested in than football. So we ask for your opinion. Should we invest more in fashion or football? It's your view. Let it count. You can call us on 070-806-68014, or you could tweet to us at YourViewTVC. We'd like to hear your thoughts on this. All right, fashion or football?
First of all, I'll just give my definition from my view, the view from here, my definition of football and fashion. Football, no offense to football lovers, but they're just a bunch of overpaid prima donnas running around in the field chasing a ball. And then for fashion, hold on.
Don't open new kind of worm.
No, hold on. For fashion, it's just people putting materials together and attaching an exaggerated price to it. No, but seriously.
You're on fire this morning.
I'm just stating the fact. That's my opinion.
Let's just cool the fire smoke. Let's move to start to that's the whole scatter ground finish.
I swear. Me, I'm just tired of all this money on football. Footballers, when they get established, they're making so much. And the government will still be assisting. We have other sports. We have other things. They should please just, diversify and spread this thing around. Instead of focusing on football. But this has the point. I just want to get on the table.
But really, let me come to you.
Yeah.
We've seen the potentials of fashion across the world. I've also seen the potential of football across the world. And the truth is really, I don't totally agree with Lanre on this. Because the truth is that we're not investing as much in football as we should.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Because all we do is just invest in the Super Eagles. The Falcons are there winning. How much do they really get? So the thing is that there's really so much more to be invested in both areas, really. Yes.
True. And another thing I should also add, apart from Super Eagles, Super Falcons, we have football clubs. Do you understand that they don't even invest so much money in? Now, abroad, if you go to football and fashion should work hand in hand. You shouldn't say that one should be more invested in and the other one. Okay. You know why? When you go to, for instance, like a Manchester United football club, you will see so many things that are linked. Even that has to do with fashion, their merchandise, their shirts, who are the people that produce those things? They are the designers that produce them. You understand? The jerseys on the field that they wear, it is also the fashion industry that would produce those jerseys. So I am saying that even Lanre Da Silva, yeah, she's right, because every human being on earth must wear clothes. You cannot walk naked. But the thing is, let us streamline it and say, okay, this is how much they want to invest in football, and this is how much they're investing in fashion.
Let me play the devil's advocate a bit, because looking at her own argument, the truth is that not everybody likes football.
True.
Yes, but everybody will get dressed.
Yes.
Everybody will wear something.
Exactly.
So if we actually invest in fashion, you're likely to actually get more 4x and more money from that investment than in football.
Now, Mario, as of presently, according to reports, the Nigerian fashion industry is worth $10 billion, which I think is a good improvement.
For real?
But yeah, that's what I read. But then the thing is, if you're going to produce Nigerian fashion, I'm bringing it down to Nigeria because Lanre is Nigerian. Now, Nigerian fashion designers, how many of them make clothes for the average Nigerian and put it out there in the market? It is only a bunch of, not a bunch of, they make clothes for red carpets. But you look at other people in Hollywood and France and Paris, they have clothes for Angelina Jolie and people like that. And then they also have ones that you could get in the thrift stores and all those places. So I think by the time they learn to make clothes for people like me that will go out there and buy it for 2005,
that is
the average Nigerian wears $40 clothes.
I agree with you, Tanzi, and you made a fantastic point. But you see, that's the reason why she's asking them to invest in her industry. Because if they invest in the industry, she'll then be able to do what you just said.
No, Lanre Da Silva already is a brand name.
Exactly.
And she's not known to make cheap. She can make a jersey for you for 100K. You understand? So if already in her zone, what has she done to meet the average Nigerian needs for clothing?
She said in her statement that she knows how many jobs she can create by training people. She knows how many Nigerians, are fashion, who have this talent to make clothes, who she can, empower by giving them funds to establish. And these people can make this low-end clothes.
Let me take Adeyinka's call.
You
see, I think we're saying the same thing in a different way. But Adeyinka, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Good morning. I want to say government should invest in fashion. Yes, because somebody like me, I love to wear good clothes, good shoes, everything good. But it baffles me if the fashion we are talking about, look at you ladies in the house. You're so good looking, and the fashion style in different people here are very, very good. But I saw a picture online yesterday of, I'm sorry to say this, Tiwa Savage playing somewhere. Do you want government to invest in such things? No, not such fashion we are talking about. The fashion that will, I mean, you dressing how
project
naked.
decency. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was Adeyinka. I'll come to you, Nima. I want to just make sure I made the points I was trying to make. She's saying that we need to have the high end and the low end. But Larry Da Silva, it's hard for her to make for high end and low end because, just like she said, she should train. To train those people, she has to buy the machines.
Yes.
Or where is she going to get the money to buy all those machines? Now, that's why she needs the federal government to invest in her own industry so that she can have the resources to actually train and then make more fashion designers.
In my own view, what I think will be the basis for this kind of statement is what happened during the World Cup when our team held everybody to ransom until they got some money. And that money was taken in cash to Brazil. Those kind of things, will anger someone that has this kind of ideas in her head and sees how far this thing will go in empowering people.
Do you know how much they pay international football players?
Do you even do Super Eagles?
Wait, let me even
That's why I said they must
have
have overpaid.
And this money is just for a few people.
No, if we are getting it all wrong, even if they are paying them so much, you know how much the government has invested. Now, abroad, they have football schools. They have so many things. What have we done? Do we have any football academy that we say, okay, yes, that people can groom footballers from young age? Do you know how much we can? We've not invested. If they are talking about investment in football, I don't think we have invested enough. 1/4 of what the people abroad are.
So let me take Onyema's call. Good morning, Onyema.
Good morning, ladies.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
I'm calling for the first time.
Yay! Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I want to appreciate your efforts so far. All the time I've been watching you guys.
Ladies,
I feel like calling.
Ladies.
Keep it up. It's quite interesting.
Plus gays.
But in my contribution, I will say, let the government invest more in clothing because everybody needs it than football.
Okay.
And finally, I want to make a request. I like Sandra. I don't know. How can I have an encounter with you? Thank you.
Okay, first of all, come to me. You can encounter. I beg you. What? This one, your English is no straight. Your English never straight. Don't have encounter. Don't worry,
Come and see me.
your English never straight. When your English straight finish, you can have an encounter. I beg.
My madams at the top. You need to see them.
Come and see me. It's me, the usually see you.
All right. So for me now, Mariah, I think if we. Yes, she's right on one hand. That because we spend so much money going abroad to shop because we really don't have those local brands in terms of clothing. You understand? You want to buy something. Now look at the Abba, made in Abba. We say, everything made in, but those guys are doing so well.
I agree.
Most of them have companies that they produce clothes.
But going back to what Sanzi said, which I want to drive at, even if you start sewing clothes, you start charging high.
That's what I'm saying now.
You don't consider the
That's
people
why I'm
afford it.
telling you that the federal government should not go to a Larry Da Silva. If I told they want to invest in clothing, they should go and meet those kind of Abba guys and empower them and give them the quality. Hold on, Nima,
I can't hear anybody.
And give them the quality materials that they need to produce quality clothes. It is what they have that's what they can give out.
The same way they're doing in China. Everybody's going to come produce in China now. Just empower these people to
and
produce.
for football, please, the government should invest because they've not gone anywhere. When it comes to investment, they're just paying this thing.
I have Yakub, then I come to
Sanzi. Invest money.
Good morning, Yakub.
Yeah, good morning, Mariah.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning to the rest of the team in the studio.
Good morning.
You see, I go with Uwa this morning. Even the investment in the football that we are talking about, government has never even invested in football. In the outside the country, when we are talking about England, Spain, and the rest, the football are running for individuality, from private companies are running the football outside the country. It is only Nigeria that ever see that Nigerian government has been saying that they want to supersede the football in the country.
That is where we are getting problems. A situation whereby you want to say that you invest in football, you are changing minister from minister of a football team. Now, Ghana Gogo is there. Before you know, another election is coming. They will change that person now, put another minister. All these things they are telling us in this country, that is why we have not been doing very well. There's no any stadium. Imagine if Nigerian government invests in a football. They create an environment whereby anybody that goes to that stadium, when you are doing something, you have to pay for anything. But if you go to a national stadium here in Lagos, you will see that nothing is working there.
You're right.
Good morning.
Right. Thank you, Yaku. Let's take some tweets.
Sorry, before we take tweets, I just want to take this from another angle, that instead of fashion or football, the federal government should just invest in power. Because what Larry De Silva had said, that she spends about 150,000 naira every year buying a new generator.
That's
and
cheap. 150,000 naira.
Well, that is not
charging one share. You didn't get the right number right. It can't be true.
Okay,
I
don't think I got that right. Yeah. Benefit of doubt. But then if the federal government should invest properly in electricity, that would be faster labor for hand. Then she would probably make clothes for people like me. And then it wouldn't be only fashion that is benefiting from that. Every other Nigerian and every other entrepreneur will benefit.
Let's take some tweets then.
Football brings peace and unity.
Question of fashion and football should not worry us now. Please, let's talk about investing in education and others will fall in place. And Katis Mozo says...
Now, let me correct that for a second. Because if we invest in fashion and football and we'll make enough money, that means that we won't depend solely on oil.
Yes.
You don't get real money to now invest in education. So get it right. Whatever the country actually invests in, we get enough revenue to invest in the right places. Yes, go ahead.
Katim Mozimo says, fashion should be invested in. I love Sandra's definition of both. Fashion will create employment for all, but football for a few. Then this song says, POC footballers ain't overpaid. It's because Sandra doesn't know what they go through in training.
All right.
Alpha Gaffer says, football is all about money. Imagine how much the South African League is adding to the economy. It is if we get it right. We've not gotten it right, Morayo. If we begin to do, start our own local leagues, and people are watching, do you know how much the economy will boom? Yeah. So football brings people together. True. People can travel from all over the world just to come and see people play football.
You just struck a chord right now, because the truth is that we need that unity today. Yes. Nigeria is a bit divided in thoughts and everything.
But this Boko Haram thing.
If we invest in football properly, football would actually, if we feel like Bafana is in one state and they are doing very, very well, all of us will travel there to go and watch them play. And that's how we now start.
I won't travel.
Even within Nigeria, all these tribal, ethnic issues, religious issues,
if we invest.
If we get the proper things out.
I think you're right. All right. I think we said everything on this issue. We'll take a quick break now. We're moving on to the next issue on Let's Talk. We're going to be speaking with the father of the boy who was attacked by dogs. And we'll see if we can link up to the boy in the hospital to see how he's doing with his mother. Stay with us. We'll be right back.